Can't talk about Trump without including Kennedy. He is the reason why I'm voting for Trump. Wish he would have stayed third party, but the Democrats screwed that up. I agree. I've been contemplating my video about RFK Jr. for a very long time, and I will make that here eventually. But you need to remember the side of the government that he decided to go over to. You need to be reminded who Donald Trump is. And we're going to use this merger to do it because Kennedy speaks a lot about the toxicity of our food, our agriculture, and the health of our population. So let's get into it. Kennedy and the Means siblings, Callie and Casey Means, who are talking a lot about the same stuff, talk about this herbicide, okay, and how it allegedly causes cancers. I'm putting this here because the last video that I made about this made it get taken down a bunch and I had to appeal it a bunch. So let's just say it allegedly causes cancer, okay? Is it the biggest producer? Is the first company in that picture the biggest producer of this herbicide on our food in the US? Yes, it is. Does this herbicide allegedly cause this disease? Yes or no? Yes, it does. Does the other company in this merger sell a big pharma medication for that disease for profit? Yes or no? Yes, it does. Are they the same company because of this merger? Yes, they are. And when did they merge? 2018. Who was president in 2018? During his presidency, several actions were taken regarding the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, that affected the regulation of pesticides and agricultural chemicals, including the two that the Mean siblings talk about the most that are allegedly linked to cancer. Here are some key examples. The Trump administration emphasized reducing regulatory burdens across various sectors, including agriculture. The EPA implemented measures to streamline the approval process for pesticides, which included prioritizing the registration of certain agricultural chemicals. This aimed to enable quicker access for farmers to products like this alleged cancer-causing herbicide. Reducing risk assessment. The Trump administration directed the EPA to reconsider the scope of risk assessments for pesticides. This included limiting the types of studies that could be required for evaluating the safety of existing chemicals. As a result, some established pesticides faced fewer stringent reviews, which could impact oversight of chemicals, like this other alleged cancer-causing herbicide that the Mean siblings talk about a lot. And my personal favorite, the reevaluation of the alleged cancer-causing herbicide in 2020 during his presidency, the EPA concluded its evaluation of this herbicide, stating that it is not likely to be carcinogenic to humans, which was contrary to findings from other agencies, such as the International Agency for Research on Cancer. This conclusion allowed this herbicide to remain widely used without new regulatory restrictions, despite opposition from environmental groups and some state governments. Overall, do agricultural businesses that provide us with the alleged cancer-causing herbicide on all of our food in America typically donate more to Republican or Democratic campaigns? Well, they donate more to Republican campaigns compared to Democratic ones. This trend is largely due to the alignment of Republican policies with the interests of the agricultural sector, such as the support for deregulation, agricultural subsidies, and biotechnology, with an emphasis on deregulation. Under the Trump administration, he deregulated things like this. Under his watch, there were mergers of companies like this, one causing an issue and one curing that issue for profit. The Republican government is the epitome of corporate America, prioritizing profit over the well-being of our people. That is the reality of the situation. And Kennedy is nothing but an influencer right now. Okay, I have an immense amount of respect for him. I've been watching closely. I haven't posted a video about him yet because I am doing the most amount of research of him that I have done on pretty much anything, because this is incredibly confusing. So I understand your point. But for you to assume that he's going to go over to the Republican side and cause a change of heart in Donald Trump, who caused all of these things, none of this is my opinion, and now all of a sudden he's going to put the well-being of children over the profit of the companies he allowed to merge to do these things? Kennedy is nothing but an influencer. Has Charlie Kirk done anything for your agriculture or your food? Has Tucker Carlson done anything for your agriculture or your food? He is not a part of Congress. He is not in the administration whatsoever. And Donald Trump could very well be using him for votes. That is the reality. Donald Trump is nothing but the bully on the playground who pushes kids over, punches them in the face, spits on them. And when the teacher comes out to be like, hey, recess is over, and sees the situation happening, Donald Trump picks him up. That's what you're seeing. You're believing that he's doing something good. My reality is that he doesn't even help the kid up. Okay? He's not going to actually do anything about this. That's you putting faith in Donald Trump. Be for real. Remember who he was. Don't listen to the things he's saying now. I understand where you're at. I'm not okay with what the Democrats did to Kennedy. But believing that the man who is causing all of the issues is going to be the one to come and save it all is not only bullshit, it's very likely not to happen. And if it does, just remember, he's solving a problem that he caused. That's the reality of Donald Trump.